First off, let me say we just unlocked the achievement for killing the large water elemental. I don't know what took it so long. Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, I don't remember what we did in the last video, but I see two dead bodies, and I remember there should be a third. Ooh, loot. Actually, we just want his weapon. Oh, that's my mistake. Okay. Now, let me be perfectly honest. Past here, I may have seen some of what's to come in someone else's video. I like the guy, so I watch his videos, and I managed to not spoil myself on the puzzle that's coming up by just going ahead and skipping it. So, I'll also let you know when we get past what I know is to come. Okay, so we dealt with the earth elementals.
Godspeed.
I also forgot that we have the ability to stealth.
Let us press
No,
on.
I didn't forget. I just didn't remember how to do it. I knew it was a mechanic. I just didn't remember how to make it happen. So, this.
I hope you appreciate this.
I mean, it's a trap, so yeah. Yeah, I do.
Ahead.
Now, I have to record 4 videos today because I was lazy and didn't record 2 of them yesterday, which would be Friday for me. Well, yeah, it's Friday for me, but this will be going up today, as a matter of fact. Hi. Now, as much as I want to rush things, I also know that I could end up being killed very, very easily. Careful now. So, I'm aware that there are at least, what, 4 people here? I remember 2. There are at least 3 people here in this room. And off this way is where the puzzle is. I also know what is beyond the room, what is in the room that solving the puzzle unlocks. But that's for later. First, we quick save. If for nothing else than to immortalize the simple fact that we can now enter stealth. Or, let's see. Actually, can we buff them without being detected? Okay, let's do this. I'll pause time, queue up all of the spell casts that I want, and then we'll let time flow and
I will see this through.
have everything carried out.
I'll watch your back.
For I don't know why I keep trying to. I don't. Every time she says "I'll watch your back," it feels like it feels like it's going unsaid. That it comes with a cost. So then I suddenly have the urge to say, for a high price, which is from a completely separate game, from a completely separate genre. But that aside, I need to cast resistance first, if nothing else. Anything else? These 2 can't cast anything. Although, I think Horse can actually drink potions, he just can't use them on anyone else. This. Yeah, that is sufficient. Okay.
Not falter.
Wait, it's Light of the Angels. I don't want you to do that. Okay. So, another cast of Light of the Angels is probably being queued up. She cast Resistance on Sela. We want Morgrill. Oh, my apologies. We want Horse to have guidance as well. We'll go to her to cast guidance on Sela. Now, the guy I'm watching has Sela wielding the two-handed flail that I just need someone to stand there and take hits while everyone else does the work. Really, that's all I want. So that's the way it's going to still be for us. Now, we need to queue up. Yeah, let's have her cast Resistance on herself.
Let us not hesitate.
Have Morrow cast guidance on Winduog. And then I think we're all set. And we can have Winduog start us off.
I'll rip you apart! Do not fear! Do not waver!
I want these guys to come to us. So I don't think we're going to move from here. Just to be safe, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's make sure we horse up. We are properly horsed. I don't believe, but I want to believe.
Do not hold back.
I forgot to have him put guidance on himself. So, why not have her do it? Camellia is effectively our alternate front line, aside from Horse, who frankly no one even looks at. So, I think it's okay to have her buff, but she's supposed to be on the front line, so if she's casting guidance, she's going to get kicked in the head. Again. A miss? That's not how you miss. Why are you going up to... is he going after her because she's... Huh. You know? I like that. I like that a lot. Consider yourself punished. Hit Winduog for 4 damage. Horse, save her. Oh, Horse, you shouldn't have. 13 damage? Ooh. Wow. I should not have stopped looking at this guy. He is in danger. I can't have him cast, so we have to have him acrobatics. And point blank. Maybe we don't point blank, huh? So let me go ahead and pull this down, because if I use it once, I may as well use it again. Those are debuffs at the end, so it doesn't go with them. Now, let's go ahead and cast this. Which one do we want to feel it first, Mr. Krabs? This guy. Really? Oh, well, if I had looked at this, I'd know that he would take minus 10 cold damage, and I wouldn't have wasted my turn. Anyone else have some ridiculous? Yes, cold, acid, and fire resistance. So that's something to note. How the frick do you have acid resistance? Can I get some of that? Okay, now we need to move WeArEuS out, which is fine. She can go. Ooh, she can go all the way up here safely. So let's get her that height advantage we always wanted, and focus the guy that hits Seela for 15 damage. The guy's a monster. He has to go. I'd love to take care of the archers first, but this guy is a threat.
They'll beg me to stop.
That's how you miss. That's not a miss. Anyway, let's see. I actually really need to heal Seela. So we'll go with something that is easily restored first. Actually, let's put her here so we don't invoke anyone's wrath. You didn't actually... Why didn't you... She can heal herself as a swift action. Doesn't invoke any wrath. Since they're now looking at her.
No glory without risk.
Alright. Okay, so... Horse is next, but one of the archers goes first. Oh, she did get healed. Wait. She can't drink a potion. Although she should be able to. She just doesn't have any equipped. I'd rather that she doesn't go down. They really don't like Morrow. Ah, it's fine. Okay, so horse deal with him. Please. Okay, maybe next time. They resist acid, cold, and fire. Hey, good news, everyone. This is neither of those. Actually, these two will probably be as dangerous as one another, so the nearest guy dies. Next time. And he's down. Good. Okay, and now she's still lit up as if she's... This doesn't need to be up. Let's put some guidance on Mr. Ed. Oh, wow. How did I forget that that name was a possibility, too? Ah, I'm the worst. Anyway.
Just a little more.
I mean, you say things like that, and it makes people start to think you actually like the pain.
Into the fray.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Give me for this failure.
Well, what can you do? Wow. Anyway. Now that that's all done with, who do we go with first? We go with the guy with only +6 to reflex. Obviously. Of course, his armor class is freaking 16. Yeah, he's definitely the one.
No match for me.
9 damage. Guess we'll heal him. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm only playing this on core difficulty because, well, one, I'm still new to this, and two, I don't need people dying on me in the tutorial area. Oh, I was wrong. The puzzle was on that side. Ha ha ha! Shows how much I know. Wow, stop that, please. What the? Jeez, I did not know. That's weird. Oh, we can probably have him... Can we have him charge? No. Come on. I wonder if I could knock him into the pit. I wouldn't get the loot on his body, but... Let's have him fight defensively until we actually get into range. Weird. He had way more of a move action than that, but here we are. Anyway, skipping his turn. We'll focus on the guy with low reflexes. He said moments before disaster. And then we'll chug a teeny tiny potion. So we have Camellia. She's out of heals. What else does she have? Ooh, he's at -1. I don't know if this would actually help, so we're definitely going with the fat potion. Good lord. Okay. She won't be able to go very far, but this is fine. Oh, Lord.
The light take you.
Yeah, there were 4 people in here. Nice. Can we charge? Yes. It hitting was never a prerequisite. Good lord. Have to be very careful not to press T because that turns off turn-based mode. Oops, I missed Camellia's turn. Oh, what can you do?
Guide my blade.
Don't you love to see it? Good God! Let's spread some of that misfortune. Hit. 8 damage. Woo, baby. Can't wait till Charisma takes the position of Wisdom for casting. This is WeArEuS. This guy's got higher reflexes, so he might be a bit more difficult to hit.
No match for me.
Moments before, well, in his eyes, disaster struck. Wait, we do have charge on her, don't we? Everyone has charge.
It should work. Is it flawed?
Path is blocked. Yes. Yes, it is. How about now? We can't use charge now. Ah, well. Anything else we wish to do? Let's guide horse.
Into the fray.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do to him while he was alive. I didn't want his body to go in there. It's fine. I still get his loot because he effectively died up here. Or maybe they just let us get it anyway. Yeah, we want the masterwork stuff. That's just good money. Actually, the composite longbow is nice. What is with the vial? Oh, actually, might need that. You know, in Pathfinder Kingmaker, I had what was she, a dwarf? The woman who wanted to be a scribe, or something like that, some sort of writer. I turned her into a alchemist. Oh, good times were had. Of course, the last time I played, I put myself in a really, really dangerous position, and we are currently, as of the last time I played it, fighting an enemy I have no business even being anywhere near. Now, I'm not necessarily afraid to go back to it because I saved just before we actually... The guy's in here somewhere, right? But his bag is here. Whatever. But I saved just before the fight actually started, so I didn't expect the guy to be as tough as he actually is. But I'm probably not using the game's mechanics to their fullest. Like now. So, what do we have here, aside from this corpse that's over here? And the puzzle on the opposite wall. Great. Fungus.
Our path leads on.
Well, this is a place where nothing good happened. Like, what the frick is that? Ugh. We'll have them camp in the room on the opposite side of this. Now, I don't know who I'm going to have interact with this. First, we press the green one. I have no information whatsoever on how to solve this puzzle. But the combinations are limited, so... green, yellow, red, blue. No, that's not it. Green, blue, red, yellow. No, that's not it either. So, this time we go yellow, red, blue. So I decided to wander out here because, you know, brute forcing it suddenly took it more time, well, because trying to brute force the puzzle took a more complicated turn than I expected when I realized that you could not only use each button multiple times, not just twice, not just thrice, but 4 times. The number of, well, as I said, it got complicated. So I decided to wander back up here, and I realized that I noticed that I forgot to trip the switch hidden back there, and I'm wanting to see...
Escaping from sight.
The frick is this? Oh, that's the door. Oh. Oh, good. Would have been a hassle if he had to fight all on his own. We all know he can't hit anything. Okay, we are really, really close to hitting the weight limit again. So... Actually, the Bone Club... Do I need something like this? Will I ever need to pickaxe a... No, surely not, right? This is two-handed though, so it's not really good for Seela. If I wanted Seela to be disgusting with the two-handed weapon, I'd have her equip the flail. But it is masterwork. Didn't expect to actually need her, but while we're waiting for her to get up here...
Let us not hesitate.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Potion of Blur. Oh, that's actually going to be pretty huge.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Oh, so that's what happens. A half plate. What about you? God dang it. That'll be an armor. A half plate. I mean, why not? What is her proficiency with? Obviously, it allows her to wear this, but... Character class... Yeah. A condition that makes you lose your dex bonus to armor class also makes you lose the benefits of this. Oh, okay, so that's talking about, like, magic effects. Oh. Okay, so she has shield focus, which allows her to add a +1 AC to her armor class. Oops. I don't have any... Oh, actually... Hold on. This has an effect. but it's not. Wait, yeah, but it hasn't been identified. I can't see a good reason not to have her equip this. If you guys know of one, let me know, and we'll switch her back to the. What is this? Her banded mail, naturally. But for now, I don't see a good reason not to equip that on her. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Of course, this business looks terrible, and all of that. Otherwise, it doesn't look bad. She's also at her, like, right at her weight limit. So, we actually need to get rid of some junk. Let's see. In weight. Now we're going price. Know if I'm actually going to need that, so this is. We need to get rid of about 29 pounds. You know, the simplest solution is often the most effective one. Those are masterworked. Might not be able to sell them for much, but actually, they're 30 each. They're giving us 200. I could. Yeah, we can do that. Don't do that.
Let us press on.
Okay, for now, I cannot conceive of a way to brute force this puzzle. There are no clues in this area. I've walked the entire length of this room multiple times. I know what's beyond the door, or well, you know, the door that opens once you solve the puzzle, but for the life of me, I can't be bothered to try and brute force it. It might take at least an hour, and I've got other videos to record, so I'm hoping that killing Hosilla will give me what I'm after. This is where the Earth Elementals were, so let's go ahead and camp in here. Oh, because he's sneaking.
I stand ready.
The doors, if you will. Curious. This isn't voiced. This is Camellia speaking. I'm curious, Windwalk. How about how you treat your lovers? I think she was making some references to her appearance, relating and inferring that she would, let's say, do some rather unnatural things to them. Of course, not everyone is selected. Actually, yeah, here we go. About how you treat your lovers. I should not be surprised to learn you bite off their heads after the deed is done. Naturally, Windwalk says, I don't. Do you? Nice.
We march ahead.
Good to know Camellia is all out here looking to make friends as well. I need to cast
Together we
light.
stand.
I'll also do that since I'm thinking about it. Ew. Trying to get a good look at this wall.
Open your heart to me.
A bright future awaits us.
None of these symbols corresponds to the ones made by the... Stop the something. At least I think that says... Pretty sure this says stop and something something. But as I was saying, none of these symbols correspond to the ones made by the buttons when you press them. I thought I had been keeping an eye out for such things. The lizards were here. There's nothing of significance in this room. No doors, nothing. Okay, so let's see. I think I might have accidentally almost quick-saved had it been set to F9. That would have been annoying. No, none of these symbols relate to the puzzle either. Which is good, because all of these symbols were used to summon dretches. I only remember that because I saw those in one of the guy's more recent videos.
Our path leads on.
Okay. Let's do this. There are tough battles to come. Your heroes are tired and might have run out of spells. They just rested, so this is completely untrue. Nevertheless, to replenish your powers, set up a camp and have a rest. Set up camp by using the camp function. After activating the function, you have to select a location for the camp.
I will guide us.
You may guide, but you will certainly not take the lead. We'll have to be very careful here. This room is going to be pretty big. Oh, there's Hosella. Horse, calm down. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals, pitiful monsters. Not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. But your master, Savalamek. Savalam. I keep messing up on his name. No, we are the descendants of Crusaders. Trusting a demon would be a betrayal of their memory. So these are more mongrels. Well, Who's the next descendant of crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters, and human guise reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous ASMR. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. So that's how they're made. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees one after another and crawl to the Azamar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dares to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! And still, clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down, beneath the veil of rage and anger, you sense the light trying to break through. I mean, look, we're not a good guy. We're just a guy trying to do the right thing as often as we can. And the right thing to me in the moment says that we do not give this thing what it wants. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, and enveloping the mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound is reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. Did you just reflex save a bolt of light? I don't like this guy. You don't take a hit like that and then just say, you know what? Nope. You don't do that. Now, let me try to get this guy's name right, at least once, so I'll have it memorized. Sava Melek. So it'd be Savala. I keep doing it. I keep adding an L. Sava Melek. Sava Melek. It seems a lot simpler than I made it out to be. Also, those guys are only unconscious, they aren't dead. That's not the Oblivion I was expecting. When you hear Oblivion, you expect it to be, final. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Hosilla points at you. He's already wounded. WeArEuS, kill. WeArEuS takes a step forward. I no longer serve you, not you or your flying monkey. I always fight with the strongest side. Lan emerges from the shadows, knocking an arrow in his bow as he moves. What did I miss? A dramatic showdown? Oh, you. Perfect.
They will break against our resolve.
So, as you can see, Lan is only highlighted in a light green, which means he's temporary. And we might not even be able to actually control him. Now, he's been caught flat-footed, and I really wish I had buffed everyone before we walked in here. Why do I only have... I guess we took damage from the wound opening up. Good lord, she has a... How in the world does Morgril have a better initiative check than Morrow, who's, granted, isn't very athletic or anything, so kind of makes sense. But how does he have higher... whatever. Okay, so we need to get more Wenduog, not Morgril. We need to get Wenduog away from her.
They'll beg me to stop.
Okay. I actually don't know if I want Horse to go at her or not. In fact, this is where we are now. This is fine. Okay, so how much longer do they have on this? 56 minutes? That's fine. Okay, so first, we check her resistances. She has precise strike. Hold on.
Strike as one.
Whenever you and an ally who also has this feat... Okay, so that's worthless. She's alone here. Oh, she has an acid splash. Touch of evil as well. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't seem to have any really absurd... She's immune to poison, death, ability score damage, whatever that means, drain. And I guess she can't be petrified. She has marching terror. So that's a... Is that her weapon? 6-foot melee weapon? She's got an armor class of 19, but low reflexes. So she'll still be pretty hard to hit. So how do we progress? We blind her first. Or at least we try. It was worth an attempt. Yeah, so we can't control him. Who are we using? Camellia?
I'll rip you apart.
Let's get Horse in there. Come on. Dang it. Mostly I just want to trip her in order to get the bonus opportunity to... What is it? What is it called again? An attack of opportunity. What else do we need to cast? She doesn't have any resistances to things like ice. I don't think she'll be moving, so there's no reason to use that. Four. Good enough. She does not have anything I can cast So, we just go for... we just swing for the fences instead.
No glory
And we get a 9. She's already feeling it. Ooh. That's pretty gross. Okay, so... I don't think we want to enlarge Sela. Instead, let's do this as a free action. What else do we want to do? I guess we could get... well, what can you do? Four is good enough. Lets him know you're still there. Screw it. 2. He needs to hit a 20 to be able to touch her. Pretty gross. I like it. Wow, he's like threw that over here in the corner somewhere. He's bad at this. Doesn't matter though.
The light take you.
I really do like how Lan gets 2 free shots. I want Morrow to have that too. This gives a bonus to strength and penalty to dexterity, which doesn't really matter, but it also gives a -1 penalty on attack rolls and armor class. How does it reduce your armor class? That's silly. So, no, I can't. I was hoping I'd be able to use it on Hosilla. You know what? Why the frick not? Well, it doesn't affect land, so that would be a good reason why the frick not. I don't really have anything else for her to do, right? No, we activated Battle Spirit, so we can't do anything else right now. Regardless. The last thing I want is for someone to come down these steps and hit her in the back of the head.
No match for me.
Good God, she crit for 17. Oh, mighty Sabamalek. Oh. Oh!
Tear your throat out.
Demons always make the worst guards. That's what she said? Anyway. There are only 2 of them, and thank goodness Winduog is in the middle of everyone else. I could cast Entangle, but these guys are flying now that I think about it, so it wouldn't really affect them. Oh, they are also resistant to acid, cold, and fire. Okay, so they also have a flat 5 damage reduction unless they're hit by cold iron or someone who's good? I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, see, we're neutral. We're not good. Yeah, she's lawful good. Of course she is. Of course she is. And horse is horse. He's horse alignment. I was going to say element. That would have been really, really strange. Now, back to blinding a quasit. How many quasits do we have? Only 2. It has spell resistance. Hold on. It's immune to poison, electricity, and can't be tripped. Obviously, because it's flying.
Attack!
It has fast healing. It literally doesn't tell me anything, just says, okay, good enough. So, I wasted a turn trying to cast magic on it. At least we know now. So what do we do from here? Let's touch WeArEuS.
Look at you wide open.
And then let's try to get this guy's attention. Well, she can't move anymore. He damaged land for 2 with his 4 freaking attacks. Can I get a freaking quasit? He said, right before realizing they're demons you have to summon by doing some probably pretty nasty business. Let's actually get this thing off of Morrow, because he got hit pretty hard. I need to get her here, away from these greasy flying bastards. They're both hit pretty badly.
They'll beg me to stop.
It hit for less than 5, or hit for 5 itself. So, that's fine, I guess. We're horse now. Yes. Feast on them, horse. Yes. That's a shame. I do need to get Morrow out of here. I actually want him back behind everyone else. Yep, that was a risk. Worth it. So, I can't use what's its name because they're flying. No point in trying to use magic on them. Instead, we will just make everyone else better. Because that's what Morrow does. He leads by making those around him stronger. We have one last turn. Horse doesn't have... Oh, Horse is fighting defensively, right. So yeah, of course he's going to miss more. Can't use magic on them. But on my people, magic's just fine. I do want her in the way, though. I have to focus one of these things. because they can heal. They don't heal for much, but they can heal. So who do we have? It's her heal is touch range, so she'd have to walk away.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Also, I do need to have her switch to... Well, she's lawful good. So she'd get full damage on her attack, so there's no reason to worry about that.
I'll rip you apart!
She hit for 10 there. Neat. Do it. He's still fighting defensively. I forgot that part. What can we do? Resistance for horse. I can't do a thing for land. He's really gone.
The spirits demand your blood.
As they do. It didn't occur to me until just now that I could have healed land rather than let him die like that. Oops. Because horse is fighting defensively and lost 2 decks.
The light, take you.
Nope, she needs to swap weapons. Really?
We shall overcome.
I mean, he is a little too close, but come on. Come on.
You are today's sacrifice.
Into the fray.
That'll do.
They'll beg me to stop!
I don't have any cold iron weapons, do I? At least on him. Let's check. No. Instead, what do we have? Masterworks. But no cold iron. And none of the other types he can equip.
Do not hold back.
Go for their hearts.
You know,
The Inheritor, guide my
the dexterity
blade.
loss is really annoying. Come on, hit.
I'll rip you apart!
Morgirl really doesn't have any alternate options, so we'll do what we've always done. Also, I need to keep an eye on Morgirl's health.
I'll cut you wide open.
The light take you.
I really could have saved Lamb, and it only... I wish I had realized that sooner. He didn't have to die.
No match for me.
Go with this for now.
No glory without risk.
Cool. He hit a nat 20. Come on. And he didn't even get a crit? Oh, he's
They were
up.
forced to do it.
Just a little messy.
Keep telling yourself that, Lan. There's always a choice. They could have chosen to die, but now they're going to live and become stronger. I know that from personal experience.
So are we ever going to talk about the part where you were told by Hosilla to kill us?
Shut up! You're not just a traitor, you're a monster! The young ones, they believed your stories, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh!
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
You know, I'm kind of upset. I gave her the power of horse. And she's going to make me take that away from her.
I led by example! I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats. Who do you want at your side? The person who betrayed the demons to follow you? The person who will do everything you say and bring glory to your name? Or this trash?
You know, when you say this trash, I'm still not sure who you're referring to. But most important of all, I need to inspect the wound in my chest. The bleeding deep wound on your chest is gone. Like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
I had a dragon look at it once. Then she died.
As if you know anything about demons and their powers. Some dark force cast its gaze on him and chose him from among all others. There's magic inside this uplander that is beyond your meager understanding. And all you have to say is go see a cleric. You're pathetic, Lamb.
Speaking of, Lamb, how did you find the way here?
I just kept going until I found it. You can find a way into anywhere if you try hard enough. And besides, I also remembered some of this traitor's stories. At least some of them were true. But that doesn't matter now. We need to tell Saul everything, and then we need to get out of here.
You're not wrong.
We? You think you're the one going to the surface with them? Isn't that sweet?
So, you want to explain why you've been serving Sabamelech this entire time, WeArEuS?
Better just serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neathers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest. You scared Sabamelech. Kosilla has fallen. Now, I wish to serve you.
I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little stronger than you. You say you didn't become an animal? What a joke! Only animals pledge their allegiance to whoever has the sharpest teeth. Oh, what am I saying? Even cave spiders are loyal to their mother. You're even lower than that.
He raises a good point. You can't really trust someone who will switch allegiances at the drop of a hat. And Morrow only wants to be stronger, and to do that, he needs people he can believe in. And I can't see Morrow believing in someone like WeArEuS. Land's not much better, but he's definitely not worse.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you, so I acted in a way that pleased you. And the Uplander will get the WeArEuS that he wants to see. I'm willing to do anything to get out of this hole. And you're willing to do anything too. Don't try to hide it. I know you, Lan. I've had time to study you.
She's also right. He did not put a lot of thought into trying to rally everyone to bum rush the maze and effectively end up here. Now, I could see a playthrough where you do that and then you let the demon, well, then you give into the rage caused by the demon. I wonder what would happen, because there's no way the story would allow you to be subservient. So what would you do? Overpower the demon and turn him into a minion? Because that would be sweet. I highly doubt it, because he's probably pretty powerful, but If you could even get like one demon minion out of it, that'd be nice. But I guess that'll be... We'll hold off on that for another playthrough. Sometime in the future, not immediately after this.
I'm going to the surface only because my time has come to leave. The Uplanders are in danger. They need all the help they can get. But I'm only risking my own life. See the difference? I'll do whatever the Crusade asks of me, but I'll never be like you.
So, why didn't you try to stop us from going inside the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Savamelech is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you've gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
See, I don't like that.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans. I don't regret what I did. I met you. Just say the word and all the Neathers will be yours. I'll bring them to you if you take me with you.
So, what exactly are you proposing to do with the mongrels?
What you saw here. They will become stronger. They will be an army unlike anything ever seen before on Golarion. Our lives may be short, but while we live, we are faster, deadlier, and harder to kill than most. I am offering you an army. An army that will win you land, power, and everything you desire.
An army of cannibals? Are you insane? You want to turn them from rational beings into rabid beasts that only want to kill. They will be slaves, and you will be their slave driver. Is that the kind of power you're so desperate to gain?
I went through the same process they did. The beast raged inside me. My mind was foggy, but I have an iron will, and I never back down. I snatched victory from the jaws of insanity. If there are any individuals worthy of becoming my officers among those Neathers, they will be able to do the same.
Personally, I'm torn. I obviously have to choose between one or the other, and neither of them are very good prospects. To me, Lan comes off as foolhardy and not entirely reliable. Windewog is just disgusting. But she also has horse, so that's a +1 that even if her score goes negative, she's still going to have the +1. So, I don't know. Killing her wouldn't be that big of an issue. She's got nothing going for her, except for horse. But let's continue through the rest of the dialogue options first. You said you went through the same ritual. So you're a purple people eater too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry, and she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelech tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lamb. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
Kind of gross, man. You could have done better.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, WeArEuS.
Look, isn't our land sweet? Look how his eyes blaze as he speaks of murder. And we were so close, too. Tell me, what do you think he'll do to you if you fail to live up to his precious ideals?
Well, certainly no more than you could do. So what did your service to Hosilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gone has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Alright, that's enough.
Then you know which one of us you need. Take me with you, and I will give you an army of Neathers.
Don't fall for her empty words. WeArEuS despises everyone but herself. As soon as you show any weakness, she'll betray you, just like she betrayed us.
I know that that is not even in question here.
That is the reasoning of a weak person. A strong person does not fear, they act.
Didn't we ask her all of the questions that we had, though?
You can ask me anything then you know which one of us you need.
So why do you want to come with me, Lan?
Up there on the surface, the Crusades are still going on, right? Since I'm a mongrel, that means I've got Crusader blood in my veins. You could say it's my destiny, even. Anyway, I'm ready to do my duty. And all of you Crusaders get rations, right? With vegetables? Well, I'll be killing demons and be well fed for doing it? That's not life. That's a dream come true. I'm sorry you trusted WeArEuS instead of me, and that you didn't show the light of heaven to some. But she can be very persuasive. She honed her skills on all of us in the tribe. I'm asking you, believe me when I say that I won't let you down. I have nothing to lose down here apart from my chief's distrust and my friendship with the giant roaches. I'll do whatever the crusade needs. The angel deemed you worthy of his power, not just his sword, to light the path in the darkness. So, I can trust you too. Seems fair to me.
Are you really that desperate to go to the surface, Lan? Why didn't you run away before? You know why. The Uplanders will never accept us. Don't pretend you're going for food rations. Then why? For death? For glory? If it's death you seek, you're sure to find it.
Maybe I'll be able to find something on the surface that you can't get down here. Like a way to help the mongrels. A way to stop our tribes from having to follow scum like you.
And what of you, WeArEuS? Why do you want to help me?
You think I'm just a freak from the catacombs. But
I think
Neithers
nothing
are
of the sort.
faster, stronger, and tougher than you Uplanders. Take me with you, and I'll build you an army of Neithers. I'll lure them out of this hole, we'll round them all up, every last tribe, and perform the ritual. And then, you will be a power to be reckoned with on the surface. Many of the Neithers will be no better than the mindless beasts we encountered in the dungeons. But there will also be those who can overcome the fog and be like me. I will lead them into battle, and you will command us all. You trusted me from the beginning and hid the angel's light from that idiot Saul. Keep listening to me, and a glorious future awaits us.
See, that last part, that's just not going to happen ever again.
Just don't become too reliant on heaven's light. Remember what happened to the angel who wielded it before you.
All right.
I hope we're not taking this girl with us. She'll sell us to the first demon she sees.
Not really. But I see what you're saying.
If we're befriending monsters in order to fight the demons, why not join forces with the strongest of them? Isn't that the rational choice? They're both equally hideous. Neither of them will improve the aesthetics of our little band.
Okay. Now, it's a little unfortunate, but I suspected it might be the case given how much they so distinctly, how do I put it? Given how they're both so distinctly aligned in direct conflict with one another, I had expected that I wouldn't be able to take them both. There'd be nothing but sharp looks and vague threats whenever we camp. If I leave her alive, there's a good chance that she's going to continue doing what she's doing, or worse. Summon Savamelech on her own and continue the ritual somewhere else. And then we end up having to fight her. Then she'd be hard to kill. At that point, I mean. I do need an archer, but frankly, I don't like either of them. I don't like them. I don't trust them. Lan is, let's be honest, Lan is self-serving. Not once has he said anything about the tribe or their future. Everything he said has had to do with himself and how he would be rewarded for whatever he does. He's entirely self-serving, which in itself isn't a problem. But he's also pretending like that somehow makes him that much better than WeArEuS. WeArEuS, however, is just a freaking monster. Come on. You don't turn your people into monsters to make them stronger just so you can lead them. You don't do that. You just don't. Come on. If I take either one of these idiots, that's a slot that I don't get back. If I take neither one, I might be able to fill it with someone better. I need at least one archer. Ugh. Choosing WeArEuS might end up putting me into a situation where I don't have any actual control. I don't imagine that the developers would actually do that, but on the off chance that choosing WeArEuS, who, granted, I at least know that I wouldn't be able to trust her and I'd always have an eye on her, but if choosing her, there's a possibility that choosing her would lock me into a situation where I would end up having to turn people, well, turn the rest of the mongrels, as they're called, into monsters using the power of Sabamelech, and I don't like that guy. I don't like that plan. I don't know what's beyond these options, so I have to make the best choice for me right now. And as Morrow, we're nothing if not pragmatic. I don't care about either of these people, but I can make use of them. As much of a monster as WeArEuS is, I'm not making my decision based on emotions, but what I need for the future. And what I need is someone with a bow. God, I just wish I didn't hate him so much. I mean, he looks cool, but then he opens his mouth and all that goes out the window. Let's go, Lan.
Go, Lan. The surface is the best place for you. I'll be gaining true power while you wander as an outcast. You will come to regret this decision, but by then it will be too late. Lan will never give you what I can.
Yeah, the entire problem is what you were offering. If it were just you, I'd have gone with that. But you're talking about converting people into monsters and ending up with maybe one or two that are actually functioning, conscious beings. Not a fan.
Your gifts are of no use to anyone, WeArEuS. We can't let her go. Not after what she's done.
Now, with her only being level 2, she's not on her own strong enough to actually beat us. But I don't imagine that they'll actually let us kill her here. I see value in her becoming an issue in the future. I see no real reason to show mercy at this point either. It doesn't grant me anything. And she's monstrous enough to hold a grudge. I think the answer is obvious. We go with the course that results in the best future that we want to make. You've got to go, buddy. I can't have you coming back and becoming a thorn in my side.
You will regret this, Uplander. But by then, it will be too late.
Or there would be no fight whatsoever. Part of me thought that might be possible, but
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Soul appears, flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored, and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What's this? God dang it. Anevia gives a low whistle. I actually forgot about her. I genuinely forgot about her. Can I go back and choose neither then? We have Anevia. I don't really want Lan around. Okay, so before we progress, allow me to make this statement, and I want you to hear me when I say this. I may come back and do this fight over again and just choose to take neither of them because I don't really care for either. We have one archer already. I completely freaking forgot about her. I'm sad that I did. But with that being the case, I might, as I said, I might come back and redo the fight and just choose to go with neither of them. I don't need Lan hogging up a spot in my very limited... I don't know if I'm going to be able to swap people in and out, and I highly doubt that's going to be the case. And I'm not going to look up any information to find out if that's possible. I'm doing this without spoilers, without any information ahead of time. So, if we come back and things are a little different, well, you'll know my decision. Of course, I have to record the other video immediately after this, so... Anyway, Anevia gives a low whistle. Turns out overrun isn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened to send a patrol down here. Argus's lip curls in distaste and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. Well, before we scathe her over having, not sent any recon down here to check the situation, how's the leg, buddy? Anevia winces slightly but forces a smile. Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. Now, I asked out of kindness, just to check up on you, but I have to know. You said you were in charge of reconnaissance for the Eagle Watch, Anevia. How did you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabres. Canabres? I don't remember how to pronounce it. Anevia sighs. Yeah, right. Like it wasn't enough that I sniffed every shadow in the city. Everyone knows the stories about the demons living beneath the streets of Canabres. Those tales are as old as the Crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake, so thanks. Look, before we go setting fire to anything, you need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everybody is capable of enduring something like that. It will change them forever. Said the guy I really didn't want. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Pathfinder, and you, Lan, you saved them. Only the gods can salvage their souls. But we are a tribe. We will think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up to the surface. The time has come. This place must be burned with holy flame. The place is overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. WeArEuS, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, strong mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. We might still be able to save these ones, but well, they can't get any stupider, that's for sure, but they might be meaner than they were before. But I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Saul laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. We don't wish words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act a fool, you suffer the consequences. Embark, how could she? She deceived them, and then she left. What's become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone and the traitor's been dealt with. You say that like it's final. It's not. She's still out there somewhere. All's well that ends well, I say. You know, that attitude is why this entire situation festered in the first place. Whatever. Anyway, it's time to get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Soul heaves a sigh. You were never one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things. Our life isn't for you. You must go, but where? Where's the way out? Beats me, but these beasts got down here somehow. Lanner searches Hosilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Anevia's eyes quickly skim over the letter and she passes it to you. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information on the cultists in the city, their meeting places, passwords, secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever's in charge of Canabres right now. I still can't remember how to pronounce that properly. I'm pretty sure it's Canabres. Anyway, as soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Received the cultist dispatch. Still not a fan of the whispering going on here, but Hold on. What's going on with your head, miss? Can I take her instead, please? You.
I will not falter.
Well, I would take you, but they won't allow me to, choose for myself. Except from among the worst possible options. Just awful. Well, since this guy isn't doing anything, I think I'll just go and... An unidentified glaive, which means... Oh, it's also got an enhancement. But I can't use it for Morrow. Oh, I didn't realize... I was looking for a masterwork weapon for him to use. I mean, not masterwork, but a cold iron weapon. And apparently he already had one. Anyway. Breastplate is... I mean, it's... might sell decently, which is why I was collecting the bastards in the first place. For now, let's focus on these. Magic missile. And mage armor, which is only actually useful if you're not wearing armor. Or at least heavy armor, right? Let me just see if I can sneak one more. Good. Very good. I did toss out 4 of them, so... Okay. Apparently we've already gotten what we needed from Hosilla's body. Oh, the glaive we got was hers. Good. Good. Wait. Is the merchant down here? No, it doesn't look like it. Now that I think about it, Anevia is probably not going to be a permanent addition to our team, since she's actually got a job, and that probably goes for Sela too. Actually, can we set up camp here?
I will see this through.
Alright, I didn't...
Be cleansed.
You need to calm down, buddy.
Starting with my immediate vicinity.
You know, saying stuff like that is going to get you killed.
Do not waver.
Really? I mean, they're all the way down. We should have... Well, there's no way I would have set up camp near that. Anyway, there are... Nope, it's just the one. Okay. Didn't expect it to go like this, but it did. Nevertheless, he's been caught flat-footed, even though we were the ones that were asleep. We still didn't get our decks back. How much... Horse was very close to dying, wasn't he? Ability score damage is gross. This is a really weird situation. These two weren't up here when we started resting. Okay, so I got distracted for a very long time there. My mistake. Let's prevent this guy from killing anybody else by blocking his path to the mongrel. this guy right here took a shot. What can we do? What can we do? The frick? Who is making that sound? Only 3. Well, at least it hit. You can roll your attack roll twice and take the higher result. You may attempt a perfect attack once per day. Sure, they haven't actually rested yet. For every 4 levels you have attained. A Zen Archer Monk receives Perfect Strike as a bonus feat at the first level, even if he doesn't meet the requirements. A monk may attempt a Perfect Strike attack a number of times per day equal to his monk level, plus 1 more time per day for every 4 levels he has in classes other than monk.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Into the fray!
Also, I do want her to change back to that bad mama jamma. Okay. She is in range, so let's go ahead. Nah. No one needs healing. Good news. We'll go with Zap then. Embarrassing. He didn't even... Well, he did get his turn, didn't he? Huh. I mean, it's free real estate. And I don't want any of this. Alright, back to sleep, everyone. And they still have the dexterity damage. Can I move them all down? They're still walking. It's kind of obnoxious. Okay, I don't care about the aesthetics. I just want them all to rest down here again. I need them to get their dexterity back so no one drops dead for free. Okay.
Sela, a ball gown would suit you very nicely. Or any dress.
Are you kidding? All that lace on me? It'd be like putting a saddle on a sow. It'd be enough to make the cats laugh.
Okay, the impact of corruption was weakened this time. How many times am I going to have to rest to get all of that damage undone? God dang, 3 times? That's just for him. She was on the front lines. Actually, she took less? Gross. Okay. Oh, good. We can put land there then. I don't understand you paladins. Well, really, it's that I don't understand the huge clanking suits of armor you wear. Watch out, here comes Sir Clanks-a-Lot, everybody. So what? This way everybody knows that good is on its way to beat down evil. I mean, you're not wrong, but wouldn't it be more effective to just beat the evil? Rather than giving it an opportunity to buff itself. Oh, good. Good. Thank goodness his dex is high. Okay, and for my final trick... Oh, look, they're all on their feet for some reason. It only took a few days. Oh, that's all well and good. Alright, so... I was going to spec into I was originally going to diverge from his original path as a Zen archer, which is frankly really cool sounding, to get us an animal ally, or at least someone who could summon something. Which, now that I think about it, actually sounds really good right about now. The summoner. That way we at least have the option to take up an extra slot in the fight. Well, then again, if we summon them... Anyway, putting that off for now. I continued on to spec him into being a Zen archer and got him precise shot, which apparently nowhere is this explained. I guess it's just expected that you know this. You take a -4 penalty on attack rolls on enemies that are in melee combat. That's gross. Especially considering there's no consideration for if you're behind that enemy or not. If you're off to the side and your attack isn't going to potentially path into an ally, it should hit. Well, the -4 shouldn't apply, but I'm not going to get into that right now. We're already 2 hours into the video and there's nothing to be cut. Now, we're going to end it here, and when we come back next episode, we're going to go back and solve that puzzle. Or I'm going to solve it before I start recording that video. Either way, we'll see what's in. I'll be able to show you guys what's in that room. Just so you're aware, before we do go, everything that happened here, new to me. I never saw any of this business. I only actually saw up until the door was opened in the other guy's video. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.